Hi, Paul. How are you? Ready?
Can you hear me?
Are you ready to continue with the class?
I am ready. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you. You are like in a vertical. You are correct.
I can see you.
You cannot see me now because I have not shared or I cannot. Now, can you see me?
Oh yeah, I can see. Sorry,
Okay.
teacher. I am here in Mexico City, and I am hurry up, and I am in assembles because I don't have in a house.
Okay. So, do you want? If you want, I can upload a video with with today's topic
Yes, I can see the video.
and carry out the activities, and we can see each other next Thursday.
No, I can stay here 1 hour.
1 hour. Okay. Good. Well, let's take advantage of the time. Yes. And let's talk about life experience. Yes.
Please.
Let's see. Here we have a picture. Yes. On this picture, I want you to describe what thing you see or what the scenario. Yes. And you see.
They are three persons. They are three women, and she's writing and she's typing about the computer. Uh, they are working and they are talking about laughing things. Um, uh, she is. They are drinking water glass.
Okay, well, let's say if we have a close up on the beverage, what is that?
Is a drinker.
It's a lemonade.
Lemonade. Sorry,
Yes.
I can see the color.
Okay, so it's a lemonade. So where are they?
I can hear you.
In what place do you think they are? Where are they?
What are they? ¿Qué hacen ellas? ¿Dónde están ellas?
Yes.
They are in a restaurant.
They're in a restaurant. Okay. Well, let's talk about the recent activities that they have done recently. We are going to connect the ideas that occur in a recent past activity. Yes. What is the function of this structure? Well, it's to connect ideas in the past with information in the present. So today's topic or today's class, we are going to talk about the present perfect. Yes. So present perfect means recent past activities. Okay. Now, if this if we analyze this concept, yeah, we are going to analyze the form, how we form recent past activities using the present perfect. The second, the uses of the present perfect. So how many uses do we have for present perfect? Yes, and finally, we are going to carry out some activities, some exercises to reinforce the use of the present perfect. Okay, now, going back to the picture, yes. So let's say that these friends have gathered in the cafeteria at college recently. We don't have the specific time when the action occurred. We say recently. This time at birth, recently, is only specifying when the action occurred. Now, the next, let's give a name we have Betty, Pam in the middle, and this one is Jane, Betty, Pat, and Jane. Let's say that the three friends have done research on the computer at college lately. Yes, so they have drank lemonade or healthy beverages at college lately. Healthy beverages. Notice that I am using the auxiliary have. They have. Plus my auxiliary verb, that is have, and my verb in past participle. They have drunk. They have drunk as much. They have studied college or in the cafeteria lately. So we analyze this condition. Yes, let's analyze how we form the verbs or how we form, yes, the present perfect. Well, we have the present perfect form by combining the verbs past participle. We have a list of verbs. Yes, I want you to tell me the past participle of these verbs, Paul. What is the past participle of finish?
Terminar.
Yes, past participle.
Es finish. Finish.
Okay, the pronunciation is finished.
Finished.
Okay, good. So we say finished. Let me see. Let me put it up here, and we can read. Okay, good. So see,
So.
past participle.
Es so. S-A-W.
No, that is the simple past. The past participle.
Seen.
Seen. Okay, very good. Seen. Go.
Go went.
Past participle.
How. Was where.
No, because that is the verb to be. Go.
Go when. Gone.
Gone. Okay, very good. Have.
Has. Or had.
Had. Okay, very good.
Meet.
No.
Oh, maybe. Meet. I don't know. Meet. Okay.
Call.
Call it. Call.
Okay. The pronunciation is calls.
Call.
Calls.
Call.
Call.
Fall.
No. Fall. More past.
Fallen.
Okay. Excellent. Fallen. Do.
Did.
More past.
Done.
Done. Okay. Good. No.
No. Known.
Known. Okay. Good. Fly.
Flown.
Flown. Okay. Very good. So these are the verbs in the past participle, and we are using, yes, the regular and irregular verbs. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, here we have more verbs that have to be connected. Yes. So let's analyze this. So we have this and we have this. Now I'm going to grant you access to my computer so that you type the correct past participle. Okay, let's see if you can type. You have the remote access to my computer. Let's say if you can type, what is the past participle of these verbs?
Sorry, I cannot write. I cannot type at this moment because I have it my cell phone.
Okay. Right. Let's continue with the same activity. Yes.
Please,
I mean,
wait, may I take a screenshot?
don't worry. Okay.
And I made the homework.
I will do them for homework. Okay.
Thanks.
Well. Yes,
Muchas
very
gracias.
fast. I mean, what is the past participle of come?
The com is com.
Come, study,
Studies.
study,
No.
stay. Yes.
¿Sí estaba bien? Ah,
Yes, yes.
ok.
Right. Stay.
Stay,
Begin.
begun,
Start.
start,
Start.
start.
It's a regular verb. All.
Irregular?
Regular.
Okay.
Start.
Gracias. Wait me a minute, please.
Okay.
Start. I don't know. I don't mean.
Okay. Started. The pronunciation is started.
Started. Según yo sí lo había dicho de esa forma, pero creo que no lo pude pronunciar.
Okay. Right.
Right, wrong. Wrote.
No. More.
Wrote. Right.
Written. Written. Okay. Eat.
Ate.
More past.
Here, ate, eat.
Eaten. Eaten.
Okay.
Cut.
Good.
Cut. Then we have read.
Red.
Read. Be.
Been.
Arise.
Arise. Arisen.
Arisen.
Okay.
Beat.
Beaten. Beaten. Breathe. Breathe. Breath.
Breath. Okay. Dig.
Duck.
Dog. Please.
Frozen.
Let.
Let.
Okay. Quit.
Quit. También es quit.
Yes. Run.
Run también quedan run.
Run. Okay. Speak.
Speak is spoken.
Spoken. Break.
Break. Broken.
Broken. Okay. Very good. Now, all these verbs are being used in the present perfect. The combination of this has to do with the present perfect. Here we have the virtual teacher. Now the virtual teacher is going to tell you the person, I, we, you, and they, plus the auxiliary have, plus the verb in past participle. Okay? Plus my complement. Remember that the complement is the object, place, and time. So we have 5 parts of important information. Person, action, that is the complete combination of my auxiliary have or has, plus the verb in past participle, plus the place and the time. That is the complement. Okay? Now, with he, and it, so I need to include my modal verb has, because I'm working with a third person. He, she, has lost my verb in past participle. Then complement. So these are the formulas that I need to consider when I work with the present perfect. So if you analyze here, we analyze this note. When we work with regular verbs, yes, most of them form the past participle by adding ed. But most of the regular verbs, you just need to add the e. This e is being used when the verb has already finished with letter e. If the verb finishes with e, for example, we have arrive. Arrive is a verb that finishes with e. So to form the past and the past participle, we just add a letter d. Yes, to make the past and the past participle. Verbs like work, yes, so they finish in a consonant letter. So most of the verbs that finish in a consonant letter have to be added letter E and D to make the past and the past participle. Okay, so worked and worked. Here we have the difference is just a pronunciation. Arrived, worked. The pronunciation is with T, worked.
Okay, with
With Okay, now irregular verbs, they are not pronounced exactly the same form as the regular verbs. Yes, they are written in different form. Irregular verbs have different past participle. So, for example, we have the verb do. What is the past of do? What is the past of do?
what is the question?
What is the past form of do?
Okay, done.
Okay, but the past?
Do, did, done.
Is done. Okay, good. So notice that the present form is different from the past, and the past is different from the past participle. This is the principal characteristic of irregular verbs. The three is most of the time different. Now, we have go. What is the past part? The past and the past participle?
Sería go, went. Go, went, gone.
Gone. Okay, very good. So we have different forms, different past participles. Gone, done, worked, arrived. Yes? So, from regular verbs, irregular verbs. One of the main characteristics of the verbs. They are regular and they are irregular. We have action verbs. Action verbs are these. Either regular or irregular. These are action verbs. Or we have verbs which are dative or other verbs that are sense verbs. So we need to make a difference between these verbs because they cannot be used with the present perfect. Okay, now let's analyze. Only present perfect is used with action verbs, regular and irregular. Okay, so if you want, you can take a screenshot. So we're going to move to the next Canva. Ready?
Ready.
Okay. Now, the uses of the present perfect. What are the uses of the present perfect, Paul? Do you remember what are the principal uses?
It is to describe sentences that begin at the moment and todavía están en proceso.
The actions started in the past and continues in the present. So, can you help me reading?
Yes. When you use the present perfect for a situation, that starts the past and continues to the present.
Okay, so we are going to analyze the first concept. Situations that started in the past and continues in the present. Okay. Now, what profession is this?
Azafata.
No, but in English.
Ah, aeromusa, no, no sé. I don't
No,
know.
it's flight attendant. Flight attendant.
Flight attendant.
Okay. Take a look. Let's analyze. This one is
Okay.
flight attendant. Or another, a synonym. Stewardess. The profession.
Stewardess.
Okay. Now, what are the activities of a flight attendant? What are the most actions?
She must to servir, ¿cómo se dice? No sé.
Attend.
She must attend drinks and foods at the airplane.
Okay. Let's say that attend customers. What else? You say serve food and drinks, no? Serve food and what else? What more?
Wait me, please.
Okay.
Ya, señorita. ¿Me puede traer, por favor, unas enchiladas? Ay, creo que eran suizas. Tráigame unas suizas, por favor. Y de beber, me trae una coca, por favor. Gracias. Thanks, teacher.
No, that's okay. Don't mention it. So the other is, for example, flight to different in the world. No? So these are some of the common activities that a flight attendants do. Now let me tell you the story. Yes, this was my classmate at university. We studied together. Now she chose to study, yes, to be a flight attendant, to be an English teacher. So I know her name. Her name is Kumiko. Okay, so Kumiko, yes, is a flight attendant. Okay, so well, we can say that Kumiko has attended many customers since she started to work for Iberia. It's the company that she is working now. She works for Iberia.
Spanish company, no?
Yes. So Kumiko has served food and drinks to many clients in long flights from Mexico to Europe. So
Okay.
Kumiko has flown to different places around the world. Okay? So these are actions that started in the past and continue in the present. Yes, she started doing these actions when she graduated from college. Now she's working for Iberia. And the actions occur also at this present time. The actions started in the past, continues in the past. Okay?
Okay.
Now let's analyze the examples, yes, when we write them. Okay? Now here we have them. And I want you to pay attention to this. If you put yourself in the place of Kumiko, you can say, in this case, he was my friend. We were in college together. So I have known Kumiko since we were at university together.
Ok. Yo he conocido a Kumiko desde que estábamos en la universidad.
Okay. Now, Kumiko has flown since she graduated from college.
Kumiko ha volado. Lo último no lo alcancé a escuchar.
Okay, Kumiko has flown in different airplanes.
Okay.
Since she graduated from college.
Ok. Ha volado en aviones desde que se graduó del college. Bueno, del colegio.
Remember that college is university.
Okay.
Okay. Now, look, she has worked in aviation all her life. Yes. Since she graduated from college up to this moment, yes, she has worked in aviation all her life. Probably she will continue working in aviation for the rest of her life, or probably until she gets married and she stops working, or probably until she dies. Yes. So we don't know. So she has the passion for flying.
Yes, she will die at an airplane.
She will die in an airplane. Yes. Okay. Well, the other use of the present perfect. Yes. This was to connect the ideas that started in the past and continue in the present. Now, we use also the present perfect to talk about.
We use the present perfect to talk about series of action up to the present.
Okay, series of actions. These are repetitive actions. Yes, what repetitive actions you remember about Kumiko?
Attend customer. Attend customers. Serve food and drinks. Fly around the world.
And fly around the world. These are going to be series of actions that are repeated, yes, many times. Yes, so to talk about series of actions. For example, what country is this?
Spain.
Spain. Okay, very good. Now we can say that Kumiko, yes, has visited Spain several times. Spain several times. If you were in the position of Kumiko, you can say, I have visited Spain many times or several times. Okay?
Okay.
Now, look, all the countries that she has visited are in green. How many countries has she visited? Many times.
And they are very much countries. En México diríamos un chingo.
Yes. Exactly, yes. And do you think these actions will be repeated? We continue visiting, for example, Alaska, Canada, United States, Russia, Middle East, Australia, Africa. Yes, he will continue visiting these countries for many times, for many years. So you to realize that we can say that Kumiko, she has made many trips around the world. Okay? He has made many trips around the world. These are series of actions that are repeated, yes, for many times, one after time. Okay?
Okay.
Let's read the note, please. Can you help me reading this note?
Yes. In general, the present perfect connects the past with the present. The first two cases are live up to now.
Okay. First two cases are live up to now. Two principal uses of the present perfect, but also can be used for life experience. Take a screenshot for this, please.
Yes. I am ready.
Okay, good. So, let's continue. Let's use the present perfect. We use the perfect. Yes, for
When use the present perfect for a past event, that
event.
has a present. Okay. Past event that has a present result.
Result. Mhm.
Right. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
In this case, for example, we have this profession. What profession is this?
She is a teacher or accountable.
Is an accountant.
Okay, accountant.
Yes, she's an accountant. She's my accountant. Yes. So every time that I have to pay taxes, she prepares the taxes or the calculus. She does the calculus, and I have to pay the tax. Yes.
Yes.
Let's say that in recent time, I had to declare to pay my taxes, and yes, she lost an invoice. She lost an invoice from an important customer. Yes, this is an action that occurred in the past with a present result. Up to this moment, she hasn't found the invoice. She says, I have lost their invoice. That means that she cannot find the invoice anywhere at this moment. At the moment we are speaking, she's still looking for the invoice. In the binders, in the files, in the desk. She's looking everywhere for the invoice. Okay? Now,
Okay.
she has a boss. Yes?
Yes.
This is the boss's office. Okay? So notice, this is where her boss works. Okay? So, this is her boss. If we have a situation, we say that the boss is going to visit the client and the boss needs a service. He says, I need to go to the airport, but I am not going to take my car with me. Yes, he calls for a taxi, but she's the accountant. She's not going to call the taxi for her boss. No. He has a receptionist. So the receptionist is going to make a telephone call. Yes. Now, the taxi will arrive to pick up her boss. Now let's analyze these ideas. Yes. So, the boss orders a taxi. This is an action that occurred in the past. Yes. And the secretary calls for the service. And when the taxi arrives to the office, the secretary informs the boss that the taxi is ready. So we have an idea. He says, your taxi has arrived. See you again soon. Have a safe journey. So we have an action that was a past event with a present result. The boss orders a taxi. Yes. The secretary calls for the service. And when the taxi arrives, then the secretary reports, hey boss, your taxi has arrived. Those ideas, the actions occur in the simple past. Yes.
Okay.
This is the present result. Okay.
Yes.
Now, here we have the explanation. The above is present result of a past. This is a present result with a past action. She lost the invoice. Yes, the present result is I have lost the invoice. I can find it anywhere. At this moment, I am looking for the invoice and I still cannot find it. Okay? Before we continue, take a screenshot for this.
Okay, thanks. Ready.
Now, another use of the present perfect. How we use the present perfect?
Ready?
Yes, read it, please.
Oh, sorry. Notice that with the present perfect, the time period is not finished or not definite.
Mhm. Okay. So we use present perfect with times or time periods which are not finished or not definite. Okay. So when this occurs, we need to consider something very important. Yes. So here we have another accountant. This accountant, yes, we are going to analyze this concept, perfect, with periods of time that are not finished. He says, I have worked in accounting all my life. Yes. So the action started in the past when she graduated from college, started working as an accountant. Yes. So in the department is the accounting. So you can say, worked in accounting all his life. He will continue working in the present and probably in the future until he retires, until he gets his retirement, until he gets his pension. All right? So,
Right.
and a not finished period of time, all my life. Now, the action or the idea is not finished because we are talking in the present. So, and probably all my life. So, how many years do you think he will work as an accountant or in accounting?
All the life.
All the life, for the rest of his life. It's like in your case, Paul has been attending customers. Yes. Until what time do you think you will continue attending your customers?
My life.
Yes, all my life, you say?
Okay. I work in psychology by 12 years old.
Okay, so you have worked since you were 12 years old.
Okay.
So, and you will continue to work attending customers or psychoanalyzing customers for the rest of your life until you retire.
I played soccer all my life.
Okay, so you say I have played.
Thanks. Gracias. Me confundí.
Okay. No, that's okay. This happens. Yes. Ok, si quieres, lo podemos, bueno, terminamos de analizar esta Canva, te dejo comer y y subo el otro video con otro grupo para que veas la clase completa, ¿sí? O la primera parte de la clase y la analices en tu tiempo libre. ¿Cómo ves?
Pues yo tengo hasta la 1:15. La verdad es que tuve que pedir algo para permanecer aquí. Pero no porque tenga hambre, no se preocupe.
Sí, bueno, ¿cómo te sientas? ¿Vale?
Sí, no, en verdad.
Sí. Bueno,
sí.
So you have, I have, I have. Do you remember the reaction of the previous accountant? She says,
I have.
The previous accountant says, I have lost their invoice. So we say that the action, yes, is not definite. So no time is given. No time given. So we say, I have lost their invoice. In this idea, we don't have the specific time. Okay? But if I say, I lost without the have, I lost their invoice last week, then I have a specific period of time. I am using, I lost their invoice. But I am talking about a recent past action. That is, the not time is given. So I have lost their invoice. When? This month, this week. But we don't know specifically when the action occurred.
Okay.
The situation of the pilot. Yes, this situation of the pilot is similar to Kumiko. Imagine that this is George. George, the pilot, and he says, I have visited Spain many times. He has his passport in the hand. As a pilot, he must have his papers ready to visit any country. So we say, well, a pilot has visited Spain many times. So, but we don't have the specific time when the action occurred. We know that the action occurred many times, but we don't have the specific times. Last month, last year, in February, in March, we don't have the specific time. So no time is given. No time given. Time is not definite.
Okay.
Example, here we have the notice. Let's analyze this notice. Can you help me reading the notice?
Yes, I do. Notice that with the present perfect, the time period is not finished or not definite.
Yeah, the time period is not finished or not definite. Remember, not definite, we don't know specifically when the actions occur. So it's not definite, the time is not finished. So these are the common ideas that we use with the present perfect, indicating not finished periods of time, or also not definite times. Yes, in all the situations, yes, we don't know specifically when the actions occur. They could have occurred last week, last month, last year. We don't know. We don't know. Okay, take another screenshot for this so that we analyze the next camera.
Already.
Good. So the next, let's analyze some of the time adverbs that we normally use with the present perfect. Apart from not definite periods of time like lately, recently, so far, now, this week, this month, we have time adverbs like for and since. For indicates duration, since when the action started happening. We say Paul has been or he has worked since he was 12 years old. So Paul has worked since he started or since he was 12 years old. Up to this moment, how many years do you have, Paul? How old are you?
I am 35 years old.
You are 35 years old. Yes?
Yes.
So how many years you have been working?
I am 12 years old to work about psychoanalyst.
Okay, so Paul has been or has worked for 12 years.
Oh.
Paul has worked for 12 years. Or he started working since he was 12 years. So we have the duration. Let's analyze this information. Yes, in time adverbs, we have also ever and never. Ever and never is used for life experience. Okay? If I ask you, in your life, Paul, have you ever traveled by yacht? Have you ever traveled by yacht?
Ok, es que me cubría la imagen. No, I don't.
Okay, listen to my question. Have you ever traveled by yacht?
No, never.
Never. So notice that in my question, I use ever. Have you ever traveled by yacht? And you say, no, I have never.
Okay, I have never.
I have never. Or you can say, listen, no, I haven't I haven't ever traveled by plane, by boat.
I haven't traveled
I haven't
yet.
ever.
Okay. I haven't ever
traveled by boat or by jet.
traveled by jet.
Okay, we use ever and never to talk about life experience. Ever is using questions and also in negative answers. Let's analyze this. Ever is used in questions, like in the question is, for example, have you ever been abroad? Have you ever been abroad? ¿Alguna vez has estado en el extranjero?
No, I never.
Francisco, let's say in San Francisco, California. Have you ever been in San Francisco?
No, I've been never.
I have never been.
I have never.
Never been.
I have never been.
Because you are using the negative frequency of verbs. Never.
Okay,
so,
ahí ya no sería el haven't.
So you can say, I haven't ever.
Okay.
Okay, listen. In the question, have you ever worked abroad? Yes. You can ask me, hey, Frank, have you ever worked abroad? And I can tell you, no, I have never worked abroad. I have never. I am using never, that is a frequency of verb in negative. So my auxiliary verb is in affirmative.
Okay.
Now notice the difference. If I answer no, I haven't ever worked abroad, it's another possibility. But I am using my auxiliary verb in negative plus the combination.
Sí, porque si no sería como repetitivo, ¿no?
Exactly. So two negative words are never used in English. So you use haven't is a negative word. Ever, so it's an affirmative word. No, I haven't ever. It has to be the combination, the balance. So never is a negative word. So you need to balance the idea. Have my auxiliary affirmative. But two negative words together, never in your life. Okay? Now, pay attention to this. So I ask you, hey, Paul, have you ever 307.
I don't know what's up.
I don't know what happened. You got disconnected.
Mine or you?
No, you.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. I was talking and suddenly you disappeared and say, hey, oops. Okay. So if you ask me, hey, Frank, have you, or let's say, have you ever been to the United States? So I can say, yes, I have. If the idea is affirmative. Yes, but if the idea is negative, you say, no, I haven't. So here we have, I have never been to the United States. It's like your case. Yes. Yes, have you ever been abroad or have you ever been in San Francisco? You say, no, teacher, I have never been to the United States. Okay?
Okay.
Now, if you ask, have you ever worked abroad? Well, we're talking about in my life up to this moment, work abroad. Well, yes, when I was younger, yes, I worked abroad. Yes, and I am talking about my life experience. Yes, guess what? Well, I am connecting an idea, yes, about my life experience. So this means in my life up to this moment, once I have worked abroad. Yes, so I have worked in a yacht club in Miami. Yes.
Oh,
I have worked in a yacht club in Miami. Yes, and I can say it was, notice, it was last year. Again, I have a specific period of time, last year. Yes, so this is expressing, or this idea expresses the experience, or my life experience up to now, up to this moment. So let's read this information. Can you help me reading this idea, Paul? Please.
okay. A question with ever in the present perfect is often followed by an answer in the past simple. The past simple refers to a complete time period.
Okay, so notice that we can combine the present perfect with ever and the simple past form to give a specific information. So this is to connect two ideas, yes, from recent past to a past action. So I can make a question. So I ask, hey, Paul, have you ever drunk alcoholic beverages? And you can say, say the truth, say the truth.
I haven't.
Say, no, I haven't. Or if, imagine that you say yes, when I was at school, yes, or when I was in the secondary school.
Muchas mis tonallas.
Okay. So I can say, in this case, have you ever drunk alcoholic beverages? And you say, yes, yes, I have. And it was, you can say it was, when I was in the secondary school, or when I was in high school, in junior high school, or when I was in college, or when I got
yes, I have. Yes, I have. It was in the university.
When you were at college, exactly, at university. Yeah, we are using this idea, yes. Let's say, have you ever worked abroad? So you can answer me. And I can answer you, yes, I have worked. I have worked for a bank in London. And that was about 10 years ago. 10 years ago. So imagine, I am using the simple past to answer an idea from present perfect. This combination is possible. Yes, but you are connecting a recent past action with a past action. Okay, the recent past action is expressed with the present perfect.
Okay.
Have you ever worked abroad? I say, yes, I have. Up to this moment, I am using present perfect. Yes, now I connect the other idea with the simple past. I worked in a bank in London. That was about 10 years ago. So this is the second part of my idea, and this is how I am connecting present perfect with a simple past action. Yes? So in the question, you use the present perfect, and in the answer, you can use the simple past.
Okay. El simple past es el was, were.
Or simple past, or simple with using the verbs in regular verbs. I worked.
Okay.
If I say, Paul, have you ever eaten? ¿Alguna vez has comido mariscos? Have you ever eaten seafood?
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
Yes, I
I
yes, I have eaten.
I ate.
Okay, ate.
I ate seafood. Last year, last month, 2 years ago, 2 days ago, 3 weeks ago.
The last month.
Okay.
The
So
last
say
month.
I ate seafood last month.
I ate seafood last month.
If I ask you, Paul, have you ever taken drugs?
Yes. I had it
Have taken
the last week.
or I took drugs?
Oh no.
So it's aún. Listen to you, aún. So you say aún no. Okay. In English, we express this like not yet.
Okay. Yet is
If I ask you, Paul, have you ever taken drugs? So you say no, not yet.
not yet.
No aún. Okay.
Okay.
So, and we're using the time adverb yet. Already, yes, is when the action is completed. Have you ever taken drugs? You say, oh, I have already since I was in the secondary school. Yes. So this action is completed. But if the action is not completed, you say, no, not yet. Okay. If I ask you, okay, Paul, in your life experience, have you ever eaten psicocroaches?
Eaten what?
Psicocroaches?
What is it?
Psicocroaches.
No, I have.
No?
Seafood.
Psicocroaches. ¿Conoces las cucarachas marinas, Paul?
No.
Son unas cosas bien feas. O sea, visualmente no se te antoja comerlas. ¿Sí?
Desde el nombre se escucha.
Sí, desde el nombre. Pero cuando ya te las sirven cocinaditas y bien preparaditas, bien presentables, es un platillo delicioso. ¿Sí? Entonces,
aunque no tenga buen aspecto.
Cuando la sacan del mar, ¿sí? No tienen un aspecto agradable, ¿sí? Pero ya cuando te las presentan en un platillo con ensalada y toda la cosa, bueno, ya cambia la forma de verlas, de cómo se ven, ¿sí? Y el sabor es algo delicioso, ¿sí? Entonces, I can say, have you ever eaten psicocroaches? Say, no, I haven't ever eaten psicocroaches. Or no, I have never eaten psicocroaches. That means in my life up to now. I can ask you, Paul, have you ever attended a table dance?
Yes.
Yes.
I have ever
attended
a
table
aquí
dance.
no lo
Okay.
Porque eso sí se entiende en cualquier lado.
Yes, okay. Have you ever made a striptease? Yes or no?
No, I have never.
No? Okay. Have you ever made a pole dance?
No, I have never made it a pole dance.
Okay. So notice that when we talk about life experience, we're expressing up to now. Yes. So if I ask, have you ever seen a ghost? ¿Alguna vez has visto algún fantasma? Have you ever seen a ghost?
No, I have never seen a ghost.
Okay. If I ask you, have you ever kissed a stranger?
A stranger. Yes, I ever.
Yes,
seen- I have ever.
I have
I have ever seen a stranger.
gift. Gift.
I've.
Is a stranger.
Okay. Yes, I have ever kissed a stranger. Person.
Okay. Remember that kissed. The pronunciation is in the past participle. I have kissed a stranger.
Kissed.
Mhm. Okay. When was it?
What?
When was it?
Oh, because she was with my compañera, no recuerdo cómo se dice.
My workmate or classmate in the school? Classmate. In the office? Workmate.
Classmate at the college.
At college. Okay. Mhm. So,
In a plane.
in a plane?
Yes.
Okay. So, no problem. Good.
No problem.
No,
Lo malo
that's
es que
okay.
después sí se clavó. Es que dicen por ahí, me tocó besar a la más fea.
Oops, no.
Pues
Okay.
sí, ya
Well,
después estaba embobada.
sí, pues prácticamente son 1:17. Tú me dirás, continuamos o le paramos aquí y continuamos la próxima sesión.
¿Puedo verlo, por favor, el día miércoles? Porque ahorita a la 1:30 tengo algo. Discúlpeme, siempre ando corriendo, pero
No, no te preocupes.
hoy no quería cancelar. Y
Ok.
el jueves, créame que le destino todo el tiempo y toda mi atención, por favor, y ahora sí me comprometo a la tarea.
Dale, pues, entonces, nos vemos el próximo jueves o miércoles.
Era jueves, ¿no?
El jueves.
Así es, sí, es el jueves.
Sale. Nos vemos el jueves a las 12, de 12 a 2 y ya continuamos y vemos todo el resto del tema. ¿Sí? Vemos las expresiones
Ok,
yet, already, vemos la práctica. Te encargo de tarea ahorita, trabaja las listas de verbos en pasado participio porque es la combinación have, has, más el verbo en pasado participio.
Ay, pues que son un montón.
Sí, son un buen, yo lo sé.
Ok, bueno, sí los imprimí para que vean que sí me interesa.
Sale. Perfecto. ¿Sale?
See you the Tuesday, please.
Nos vemos el jueves, Paul. Bon appetit.
Thank you, goodbye.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.